Good morning, everyone. Today I will recite about circulation, arterial, and venous. Okay, so to start, cerebral circulation, it is the blood flow in the brain. There are two paired arteries which are responsible for the blood supply to the brain. These arteries are vertebral arteries and internal carotid arteries. These arteries arise in the neck, then ascend to the cranium. The terminal branches of these arteries form a circle called the Circle of Willis. The Circle of Willis is an important junction of arteries at the base of the brain. Other parts of the central nervous system like bones and spinal cord are supplied by the smaller branches from the vertebral arteries. Then ACA stands for Anterior Cerebral Artery, means supplies blood to the part of the cerebrum. Then MCA, Middle Cerebral Artery, supplies blood to the middle cerebral hemispheres. Then Anterior communicating artery supplies blood to the medial, superior, and frontal lobe. And then it also connects the two anterior cerebral arteries. And then posterior cerebral artery supplies blood to the posterior part or the occipital lobe. And then posterior communicating artery connects the internal carotid artery and the posterior cerebral artery. Then next, internal carotid artery is one of the most important arteries that supplies blood to the brain. It is the major branch of the common carotid artery. Then common carotid artery supplies blood to the head and neck. Then vertebral arteries, major arteries of the neck. It originates from the subclavian artery. Then external carotid artery supplies blood to the face and neck. Then basilar artery supplies blood to the brainstem and the cerebellum. Then on the other image, the lenticulostrial artery supplies blood to the basal ganglia. Then anterior choroidal artery supplies blood for motor control and vision. Then superior cerebellar artery supplies blood to the superior part of the cerebellum. Then pontine arteries are comprised of tiny blood vessels and helping the body to deliver oxygen-rich blood to to the brain. And then internal auditory artery, it is also known as labyrinthine artery, so that it supplies blood to the inner ear. And then anterior inferior cerebellar artery supplies blood to the antero inferior surface of the cerebellum. Then posterior inferior cerebellar artery is the largest branch of vertebral artery that supplies blood to the posterior inferior surface of the cerebellum. Then anterior spinal artery supplies blood to the spinal cord. And then for the venous circulation, the venous drainage for the brain doesn't follow the arterial circulation of what other body structures do. Then the veins reach the surface of the brain, then join the larger veins, then cross the subarachnoid space, then empty into the dural sinuses, reach vascular channels laying within the dura. Then the network of the sinuses carries venous outflow from the brain and empties into the internal jugular veins, then returning the blood to the heart. Then cerebral veins are unique because they don't have valves to prevent the blood from flowing backward and depend on both gravity and blood pressure for flow. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much.